Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at a woman and thought, I can't tell if she's into me or just being nice? You overanalyze her texts, replay your conversations, and still something inside you feels both hopeful and uneasy. What if I told you there's one subtle behavior that reveals everything? That when she does this, she's already emotionally invested in you. Before we go deeper, make sure to like this video and subscribe. It helps me reach more men who are done guessing and ready to understand. Now listen closely, because women rarely say what they truly feel at first. They signal it, and those signals aren't loud or obvious. They're quiet, instinctive, and deeply psychological. When a woman is genuinely drawn to you, her defenses shift. You'll notice it not in what she says, but in how her energy changes around you. It's like her emotional walls, built from years of experiences and disappointments, start to lower just slightly. She begins to reveal her authentic self piece by piece, often without realizing it. The biggest mistake most men make, they look for words instead of patterns. A woman's attraction isn't declared. It leaks out through micro-behaviors. She starts to mirror your tone, music match your rhythm, use your phrases. It's subconscious mimicry, a neurological sign of connection. When she does this, she's no longer performing a role. She's aligning with you. Her nervous system feels safe around you. Think about that. Safety for a woman isn't about physical protection. It's about emotional attunement. If she laughs more freely, maintains soft but sustained eye contact, or starts initiating small personal disclosures, she's already attached. Not physically, emotionally. Her guard is slipping. And that's the moment most men miss or ruin, because they either rush in with validation, seeking behavior, or they doubt it and pull back. But the truth is, when she begins to emotionally synchronize with you, she's already made an internal choice. She might not admit it, she might even fight it, but deep down she's thinking, this man feels different. So the question isn't whether she likes you, it's whether you can recognize the signs before you chase them away. And once you learn to do that, everything about how you connect with women changes forever. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most men ruin attraction not because women lose interest, but because they don't understand how fragile that emotional spark is. When she starts feeling something for you, she doesn't want to. She fears it. Attraction for women isn't a choice. It's an emotional surrender. And surrender only happens when she senses strength, stability, and unpredictability, all in balance. When she does that thing, leans in a little closer than necessary, lingers when the conversation should have ended, or gives you that look that lasts half a second too long, she's testing your energy. She just wants to feel your grounded presence. That means your tone, your eye contact, your silence. They all communicate something deeper than words ever could. If she's giving you her attention, she's scanning. Can this man handle my emotions without losing himself? If the answer is yes, her attraction intensifies. If the answer is no, if she feels your energy shift depending on her reaction, her instincts pull away. You see, women subconsciously test for strength, not physical but emotional containment. They'll throw little challenges your way, not to hurt you, but to confirm you're not fragile. She might tease you, question your motives, or act a little distant after showing interest. Most men panic and start chasing harder, but that's exactly when you should do the opposite. Breathe, stay grounded, and let her come back because she will. If she senses that your self-worth isn't dependent on her approval, when she feels that, something inside her shifts. You stop being just another guy, and you become the emotional anchor she didn't know she needed. She starts opening up more deeply. Her stories become more personal, her tone softens, and she begins to mirror your composure. That's not coincidence. That's emotional bonding. She's saying without words, I trust you with my truth. And here's the key. When she begins to trust you emotionally, attraction evolves into attachment. That's when you stop being an option and start becoming a presence in her mind. Even when you're not around, she'll think about you. Not because of what you did, but because of how she felt when you were calm, certain, and real. That's the secret most men never learn. You don't win a woman's heart by chasing her energy. You win it by mastering yours. Here's where it gets deeper. Because when she's already into you, her behavior becomes paradoxical. She might act colder, pull back, or suddenly become unpredictable. And this confuses most men. They think she's losing interest, but in reality, she's protecting herself. You've touched something emotional in her that she didn't plan for, and her mind starts fighting her heart. Attraction awakens her vulnerability, and vulnerability terrifies most women who've been hurt before. This is where your reaction determines everything. If you start chasing, texting more, asking what's wrong, over-explaining, you confirm her fear that your calm was conditional. But if you remain steady, kind, and unshaken, something powerful happens. She begins to relax back into your energy, because a woman's deepest desire isn't to be pursued. It's to trust the man who doesn't lose his center when she tests it. Understand this. When she's emotionally attached, she'll sometimes create small storms just to make sure you won't abandon her when they come. Not consciously, but instinctively. She wants to feel that you can hold space for both her softness and her chaos. So ask yourself honestly, what kind of man are you training her nervous system to associate with love? Calm or chaos, certainty or confusion? Because here's what most men never realize. Once you've earned her emotional trust, you become the environment she feels inside. Your presence lingers in her even when you're gone. That's why emotional discipline matters. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be steady. You need to stay rooted in purpose, passion, and principle. That's what keeps her magnetized to your energy. And yes, she'll still test you, not because she doubts you, but because she wants reassurance that your strength wasn't temporary. Every woman, consciously or not, checks if the man she loves is still safe to surrender to. When you respond to those moments with calm leadership instead of ego, she falls even deeper because she sees something rare. A man who doesn't just demand respect, but embodies it. So if she's showing that quiet vulnerability around you, if her tone softens when you speak, if she starts letting her emotions unfold without fear, that's it. You already have her. But what determines whether you keep her isn't charm or dominance. It's emotional integrity. It's showing her that your strength isn't an act. It's a state of being. Remember this. Women don't stay for excitement. They stay for peace that feels like home. Be that peace. Guard it, grow it. Because when a man masters his calm, he becomes unforgettable.